Semcho Rinpoche Mahi Bana Hejur Sheba Nyamba Meba Don Kone Kondon Berwajo Shonjo Semcho Rinpoche Mahi Bana Hejur Sheba Nyamba Meba Don Kone Kondon Berwajo Zamling ze pujan run chuni ton tuje lo ton nyamban tangayo notre tambe bi petushu kurndi chuk to Longchen ba chame ze habla bu shansar gunju to pampo ashan jelo shon juje inje Patrul tu son son ji kanju ngo nya ron san chu ko ma san tanze Zavala shabla sorvande dosun rovolo na chula yer dosun rovolo na chula yer sosun dunga chandar chejin chen yarsume bonshava jalla simchen tuande nirda danchana tamba namje nunta tsarda so good morning now we'll start the last chapter, which is the text is called the ultimate wish fulfilling essence, which is particularly circumstances, any perspective, any times. If we encounter and according to these particularly circumstances and we be liberated because we are encounter our own ultimate and therefore we are studying this text and we are now in the last chapter, 8th chapter. 8th chapter is called the liberation upon encountering through thoughts of death. That is the Tombo Samba Shonchun to hear. They not to Lojunzo Jitin Tatu Damba, Yejan Hinor Song de Tenya. That in Tatu Gudamba, Yang Ninor Sejete, Jen Drama Naso Kanti, Tit Yung, Tit Sej, Jen Drama Naso, Musin Di Nola, Musin the Sejuna, Serap Jimman Korna, Nyan Sen, Kandi Yana, Jerijo, Jen Drama Naso, Toha Tikul, Shui Jen, Nong Jen Yana, Kandi, Shunok Jen, Kandi in Jen in Tip Yondu. Jen tela tani, Jen dedon, Jerizo dong tu he yondu, Jen te to tekartan tro yondu, Jen te su lama len, Jen te ngovo la tata, tela tepasa. Te yondu jerji Jen tela tena, Jen tong yongur, Jedi rig yong so le re se na, Jen te chunya te rig yong so. Gune he na, Jen se ji chi rong le yen de jeru kaka chi te, yeni madap rong jen chen chen le re. Jirizudo Jen Shoku Jen Kanji in Jen Dedon, Jen Jirizudo Jen Tajirizudo Tunken, Jen Tedo Tunken Tenyagala, Munishina Eva Mepa Jan Chen Chinley. Those of the Jen Kona, young Tani, Jen Movo Latina, Movo Tela Tayon, Rong Sang, Nilu Chunu Tuntamba, Tatu, Tela Tipa Nojim, Rorotus. Teredo Natsu Nomba Sonji Nonga, Nyamlank Nona, Sonji du Compon Todrova Shu, say, Semchen Soma Sonji du Compon Todrova Shu, send you te, Sonji du Compon Top said the Shurotilla Zavanyan Yogumari. Take it the Nong sang Chunya the Togo, sang Chunya the Sonjila Yori Semchen Sudo Sanina. Tichunya the Togo della Sonji self. Jerezudo tenin korwa tin korwo ko rowa ri duk chen na da ta chi ta no chang na he ma ta tu ko deba se ndo sonji ko 제리서도 직거동 이지 니그 타투세거나 손지동 현kam동 라서 뇽디 그 직센도 디 텔라요 뚜 마그바지 론이 손지 차다 때 가체 휴대들 니샤들이 투 거주고 때레도 타투 세도 내루 타투 때라 도저든 디감다나라 롱첸 파크 동마 가리르르진 제 칸데 좀 채용 젠텔란데 젠 마르 달랑아 용데면 젠테 두겨르 젠테 나라 두하근도 젠테 나라 데바텐도 som도 좀서 젠테 몰라 마추 파세가는 코 샤세파 내가 몰라 제르치다바 잼생했다바 던지 때나 됐다바도 빼나 셰고고라 롱 보용도 롱그 동칸디 요파지라 지즈나 셰고고라 따고르데 셰고고 동데 롱고 동마도 셰고 띵고라 동 요고마라 디카스 셰고 젠텔라 때니 디 동바데 샤는 땅 나르고 동데 가리 요파데 하고소 텐라바치 슈로 젠크 메라테 테 존다치도 제레조 텔라 땡 젠텔라 땡 티 ngola 파치 따도 롱 ngola 티파노 이제 롱라 니쁘고 추니 데 통제죠 되게 젠 투체 세지데 투체 조르바 세 투체 데 따트나 프롤리 투체 데 요포 따마히나 데네 젠 요포 젠 좀보 젠 넴바 데브 젠 두마 젠 세우나 다 데바제 세우나 가노샤 현노샤 뜻들이 나자히토 지체 문도 빠젠치 효나 뭐 처마노 뜻들 던디 젠그 지 저르펀로드나 세라 코르와 토마 젠데 갈리 형서 하고 젠그 젠 트럭중에 롱그 젠데 롱그히 롱그 젠그 롱라 눈세히 롱그 젠그 롱고 꼬르니 세라 던디서 데더 다리 젠 세지데 젠 잠마서 더 텔라제도 윤치미치 남전 젠 텔라 따고 그래서 I'm just to say elite is added in English, in the Tibetan to say, and like encountering liberations, and that is the most important element. And we just to begin the titles, ultimate, and in the middle there is the fundamental realities. And here is like kind of the one word. Encounter any circumstances. There's no specific circumstances. Particularly circumstances means it's like any kind of. Of course, we have varieties different. If we each the particular or each circumstances we say positive, negative, big, small. If we divide it, million, like limitless. And this kind of, you don't need to count, do not need to check, do not need to divide it. Bad particular circumstance is samsaric circumstances. Kind of good circumstances, any like nirvana. Any kind of the circumstances, one be account. Okay, we say it's like ultimate, fundamental reality. And also we say it's like to be Buddha. We all the time say, may all sentient beings to reach or be enlightenment. Enlightenment. I want to be enlightenment. May all sentient beings be enlightenment. Enlightenment is not exist externally. And enlightenment can occur in our heart, in our minds. But that one is very difficult. I want to say a little bit add into that in English. For example, some people say, I think this is, I'm not sure, do I have Buddha nature? Why? Because I have a lot of disturbed emotion, I have blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, even though sometimes we don't believe, do we have mind? You know, many people say, I think I am a robot. And look, the neurologists, science, medicals, for our like kind of the normal science, They couldn't see the consciousness. And then is, of course, some religious, for example, Christianity, they call the soul. And soul is not your brain, soul is not your body, but soul is given by the gods. That is something else. But in the Buddhist, to researching our consciousness, the mind is not brain, not mind is the physical, the heart is not. Mind is the mind, but they can't see, then say, there is no mind, absolutely. Then you say, I want tea, I want coffee. Why you say like this? This kind of alertness and kind of the receiver of this feeling. And there's kind of the, to language perspective, the cognizer, cognitions here. And this, how it is coming in. The cognition is, in the potent newtons, in the brain, bigger brains. Then there's some electronic and movements can come into this cognition. Oh, and then it's like outside this phenomena has potent newton and electronics. Oh yes, they are. Then what is different in our brain? And in our brain, electricity say, ouch, I'm hungry. I'm like kind of full. I'm pain. Oh, I don't want this. In the brain, electricity saying like this. But in the front of my computers, never say like this. Robots, they say, oh, look, robots talk to us. In the robot, they put through the computers, the programmers. If these programmers, there's nothing, and robots, nothing can. If you use too close, maybe you need huge to pain, maybe hammers to pit. Oh, what are you doing? Them never say, ouch, don't kill me, never cries. And then what is different? Maybe there is no answer. And also, I did things. There is some great Buddhist masters, I don't want to say in Western American, and he is neurologist and very much science, university teacher. And then he's like a Buddhist master. He is first monk after many years retreat, and now he speaks Tibetan very well. And he says, I'm honestly to talking. And I am a neurologist, we are kind of the two, checking the brain, big brain, small brain, like a memory card, go through to take everything. Then finally, we guessed. Probably like this. There is no certainty. And then finally, we are cheating ourselves. This is truth. And he says, I want to really research through the Buddhas, like really go through the mind, principal mind, and like kind of the 51 is the mental factors. And these things, each one is like through the meditation, karma body and the vipassanams to establish this. This is something extraordinary, precise, definitive, and that is the really is like this. But many our peoples, we are maybe, for example, in our sangha sometimes, do I have a really consciousness mind, and something is come from, and therefore it's difficult to believe that is aware. And also sometimes we say it's like, oh, Buddha nature, can I become enlightenment? This kind of doubt is coming, but very good, this doubt. And if we can to encounter doubt, maybe doubts bring to you great path. Doubts maybe if you're not follow the doubt as to take the doubt. Maybe not. Look at the doubt. Do not need to convert, do not exaggerate, to direct nakedly, to honestly, to look at into. Maybe we can make doubt liberation. Doubt is become enlightened in our mind. And therefore, this ultimate fundamental nature If we realize that, we become the extraordinary, we done ourselves. And this quality we have, we facilitate that you are man or woman or old or young, human or animal, it doesn't matter. Mind streams, they have this Buddha nature that we need. Therefore, here is like how we become like enlightened. And maybe these circumstances we are encountered, we can use that, not normal ways. And yesterday, like we are here is the thoughts of the death. And thoughts of the death. And thoughts of death. And that is like also, this one is quite very important. Yesterday, the Longchen Pass mentioned, and this one is death, thoughts of death, or we did you use it? Did you heard about death? Have you seen a death? And have you been near some dying person? I'm really not. And do you realize that? The certainty of the death? And do you think yourself, are you going to die? I'm not sure. And yeah, they are dying. Oh, yeah, there are something. If I'm thinking, yes. Like 80 years ago, my grand, or it's gone. So. Then, but I don't know, I'm going down or not. So. But particularly when we are young, healthy, arrogant, and very much conceit, oh, I'm good. Then it's never think, no need to think about that. And just to make a party, drink, criticize, pray, and like kind of joy. Okay, that is most important. That is important. Absolutely, I'm saying, I'm agreed with you. But beside that, to concern, once I met the few Tibetan guys, they together, and it was Spain, and it's organized Our Lady, Spanish Lady Mary. I don't know, she's there. And then in the morning we eat breakfast together. And one guy is missing. And then I think 9 o'clock something come back. We are still chatting. And then they say, where have you been? I've been in the hospitals. Why? Oh, guys, to take care. Before, it's like the firewood. To get the fire, you should, in Tibet, we say it's like there is like we have firewood, but very much powder. It's like, it looks like almost a pellet. Sometimes you have to big fire. Comes from the yak or horse or the sheep, and something a little bit take fire. It's very difficult to take out. Then slowly to burn everything. Like this, he said, this idiom to say, one day catch something is part of your body, impossible. Now therefore I'm a little bit scaring. I want to check. I'm a little uncomfortable. All surround the whoever living there. Certainly they don't talk. Yeah, it's true. I need to go to checks. And then it's like this person to say is a little bit shocked. That's true. And I was in New Delhi, and just to tell you, I was in the library, and I'm wearing like normal clothes, and I went in there. They just oh guy, what do you want to buy books? I want to buy. There's two ladies, and then on the corner there are gossip. They're talking about. One lady says, "Oh, sad," and other one lady says, "Why?" Because our friend, we often go to drink Tibetan, butter tea, this guy. And others say, what happened? Last night he died. And then it's both say, wow, like this. And, oh, no, don't say like this. One day, surely we can to go into, like same as this certainly doesn't. Others, ladies living, just don't crawl. Looks like you can to feel her hair is going up. Yes, that is true. And this is so awful. And but we are young, we forgot it like this. Then it's now to learn. And beside joy, beside party, beside like something, to a little bit to learn, to study. And then is when we encounter a death, that time there is something said. Tetabu chuvati namjin chi ronko ngan chugu samjik se jetsin malari peki nga tombo chula tok chubala toni rula dru rula tse ngan chujere sam namchi chami ji gang nyan chen tsoma gang de ti gam to sonzata chuba ko chunye de tongro de balang chi la chuba jikpa bor ti so ta nyuna go togu mundu ta na usu shosona go jingno mem ji re cha ti so tendana namjana jerejido nga chugu samjik sambaji nga moto porongjen ji yang samgyana gewa de karyu loyu nruyu nduyu jira tene ji mister ka di ji pardonana ko mote do chubu mote to so yona tan chubala tsep yondu tanala chubu jerejido jipu to hwan char yondu dikapsala rong lama layo tesam chulayo tesam gamnyala tesam mayong baji 파톡티티 최대 연나 디글다 제레도 제기 샹프라노죠 샤제레도 제기 샤구 년이 탈바연 송즈는데 디 karma 처음에는 뭐죠 샤고 보지 녀고는 송고는 찡고도 다 태삼에 빠샤세 로그를 된다고 제가 제레도 니 도제 주연나 추바 그 제용도네 람송 추바 터름 좀 먹어봐 로니 고종 제레도 추닉 짠사선로서 때 짬지 마셔 나요. 저기 배나 지 대바쟁 그 신컴런도 지 냠도 또파는 대차 냠네는 저나 저저 대신 대바쟁 그 신컴 드라문 롱크 신컴도 로초지고 담마요 된다. 라마라 태상고 말이 롱크 냠랄 태상고 문도 파제르지도 턱도 추어들 된다고 저래고 지 레소나 테네제르지도 예메 난카다 버서도 톰도 지 단초절의 상주 똑바 대도 춘로건도 상주 똑바 대도 대도 정말 은혜현 산주 춘을 상주 마도 추서주 추샤동 추시세 요구 말해서 지대비나 예매 남파다 운이 공랑요 태상 먹야돼 예매 자르도 또피 게 셀라 초토 공고라 제레디 예매 롱설 통시 루드텐 참메바 도리요 리바 응메 롱살란 쳐제멜라 Ripu ngola tepi xiexi yidar chenpo tongte, chime nyuma yexin tongni, chibi manji pa ding chenpo nyepa wo songla. Tandare kere seche na, chutuk ngola ngan churo sindu, samdan jiga tokwa chojila, kere jene, par songe, ki te yungdu, tate kere seto, jime rongsala to rogwa. Chunken yo mare, chuya yo mare, tanda so, uni xe gona, 데 센데 생그 추녀라 히바도 추바세 때니 마르 롱임질을 데데르도 제 롱그 추녀 생그 추녀세 추녀 된 통나 생그 추녀데 또나 히바 추바 나바세 연나 띵훈이 형고 요래는 형소를 히 조고를 게 조고를 나 조고를 휘 조고를 데다 처마 제레도 제 반농 그지 롱그 지바 잠지 마도 답변 반응라 제레도 롱그 접아줘나 반응라 눈치 고고문데 반응라 제레도 찍들 독점 드라마 나소트 롱 드라마 나소 육 세동 드라마 나소자 지땡 그 녀다 가선 좀 만들어 자선 반응라 노파 공용요 말 반응라 순도지 반응라 징도지 반응라 남칼 티노jon단다지 쿠르니루 티티노 니루 팅군니 korba shar chogore nyongdi shar chogore hiwa shar chogore nosu korndi hienchi tsoma shar chogore de yana yonrandate koruni randate yimit others say your telandren taying me hienchi cheredo tarsondo ta tela cheredo tesarwochin ton yondu then lu the ten chamepa said luten la durseji durla cheshon janda chembo chung durmatsa mem lu workert thing say work ronjon says pen namkar no yon jashar no yon the ten chamepa don't is rosers that ripa says the same corona go ripa la umepa ronsal la chojimepa ripa ron la cheredo tombo ronjon sarbo ronjon tujen go hame ronjon sede jo tenda ko yonten sando dembaji yenrete yana tela choji zawa nyen yoma hienchin jita sede tozo do ripo ngo la tepi te hie yeter sejete hieba to shoba sejete yeni darsonji yeni yu manyon baji rete korutin turbo ngokala shunrogun hiendugno samde tekndana la hie yeter sede yesejete toma 제래도 던다지나 세고도 더 희에시 유처 침보 띵나블라 띵가블라 띠 또화 치고 또화 통도 된 통니 단 치메 육마 세다 치메 세지때 치와 메파 희에시 메파 세지 되네 제래도 육마 세지때 육마 니룹 세데 생고 육마 세지때 돈보 코로나 가리 요파텔라 고고 페나 제래도 지기 사샤질라지나 페나 Dharma City 인다질 뉴마 니프 dana nyamlan pa kasi yol dana kur namjin junduk ma kasi yol sevra ngasola nyum nilu se de sen dana yeni ndar manyum pa sen ga nilu chola tela nyum ma sevra nyum yeshi sevra tozo te chime nyum yeshi ten toni se de nyum yeshi ten ton ro de hienchi yo manga hienji mepa yende tela chiwa mepa sejo to nyum yeshi se de do sen ga nilu sen ga chunyo 돈 담바세 때 찍바 찍죠. 데라 믹서 지제르도 카가 요마르테 타닉 나만나서 찍 땅터. 데니 치위 먼지 땡침 보냐. 단처 세지된 진노테 다 본로 남갈란 야천여. I'm just to a little bit reading these sentences in occasionally various doubt may arising concerning the death dharma or your own, Mari. Yeah, concerning the Dharma or your own meditations. And I mean, it's like absolutely, yesterday we already chatted a lot. And generally speaking, probably, and sometimes to time us, and maybe we need to analyze a little bit environmental, inner being, families, and everything is like kind of obviously not exaggerated, not religious word, not a kind of like something to say, funny things, nothing. The death is the like impermanent is truth. Impermanent is obvious. Impermanent is unavoidable. Everybody's need to go through the experience. And in that perspective, this is 100% we need to experience. There's no kind of like avoidable. There's no impossible to avoid. And in this case, now, if we a little bit to study, to learn, and to hear, to sometimes to mindfulness, to reminder, then I think a little reminders. Maybe you are automatically to more concerning your path. If you learn, like kind of you learn how to drive or something. If you more listen to the instruction of how the process of the death, Bardo instructions, and then you have more getting knowledge, and also to one is like every day to think I am impermanent. And yeah, like this, it's kind of you are beating your mind to maybe it's like kind of to remind. When you understand impermanent, so you are like kind of your action of body, speech, mind is automatically goes towards your path. And for example, I didn't to say that, but that it's a little bit elaborating. And when we like kind of someone is fully, totally realized, really honestly to understood impermanent. And then they go to in the retreat, and this kind of retreaters is amazing. In the retreat, all the activities are the positives. For example, if you are going to retreat, you are going to make the meaning for your life. You want to be like in this single life, like to be enlightenment, benefit for sentient beings, including yourself. And then you arrive this kind of renunciation, this determined mind. When you're in the retreat place, it's really amazing. You look at the around, you call that you are in the retreat, and you have inside such distant determined, and each moment doesn't matter session or not session times. It's like even you are making the tea, it's like a kind of making fire. You're like in Tibet, there's no, but we of course to open the like gas maybe, but and in Tibet it's making the fire and like making there's between there is a recitement and they are making somebody why are you doing? Oh, I haven't got much time. One is like a really serious practitioners go to the retreats. So I say, my God, Alavash. And kind of, how do you say, hurry up. And each moment there is like a kind of, they never make space times. Of course, morning session, afternoon session, between session is each moment a little bit relaxed, maybe it's thinking about the pit instructions. Thinking maybe it's like 4 reminders. And thinking how I can to make liberations. And also maybe you think after my retreat is finished, maybe I will go back. I need to take care of my house and this sort of thoughts is coming automatic. No, I'm in the retreat. I'm like this. I don't want to think. You immediately, any kind of thoughts is encountering, you reject it. You are really, therefore, when you go to be in the retreat place, if you serious practice, absolute honestly, I'm not sure. I am very, very funny, okay? It's extremely funny as a retreat. And a little bit 2 minutes, my back, my knees. And then I say, I need to make retreat, lying down, nicely back like this. And someone is coming, what I do is I'm meditating, do not. And nice, and they post like times, and go to, coffee times, and ice cream. Party of the coffee, ice cream, and another things, joy, dancing. Yeah, okay. I think someone even says, your sessions in here, it's okay, I'm doing, no problem, I will do. Maybe a little relaxed and nicer. There's no hurry up kind of. It's kind of, that means lack of the renunciation, lack of the understanding of the impermanent. And therefore, I'm to say, therefore, to read a little bit. But really you understand, maybe in the moment of the death, all the doubt for the Dharma, teacher, lineage, or the Sanghas, everything is, you can to eliminate it. And this kind of, when you look at the really the concerning of the death, the concerner of this awareness, and that one is, you look direct, honestly, and then this like kind of the become, have thoughts of the anxieties about the death. By the looking directly into the outer and inner object of the doubt and the doctoring thoughts themselves, you will see that they are as the baseless, rootless, as the looks like the skies. I said it's skies. In the sky, for example, we say according to the fundamental natures and the movement of the birth, old age, sickness, death can occur. And we don't need to stop. If we have that, that can make it to be happy. Why? if we have like this, that means our fundamental reality is not handicapped. And it's wonderful. But fundamental nature itself is never ever injured by this movement. Here is the skies, like skies. In the sky, from the sky, the space can curve cloud, the solar systems, like kind of sun, moon, universal being, and like so many dirty, clean. But it comes from sky, budding sky, and disappear into the sky. But if dirty is occurring, never make a dirty sky, and dissolved into the dirty, disappeared. It's clean, same as before sky, and also clean is coming. Also, it doesn't more clean the sky. This is just an example. Like this, if we realize that to our fundamental nature realities, fundamental nature reality is exactly like sky. But this is also stupid example. Sky's example, to take example, applied to the fundamental, the realities totally different. Much kind of the advantages. Of course, but sky is a handicap. Sky is like kind of there is no functionality of how to say the kayas and wisdom. Our mind is like a fundamental nature, like sky, but this is extraordinary, like space, and they have no doubt about anything at all, and vanishes or banish, same them. These all thoughts of the thoughts through on understanding of the baseless, rootless, look directly into the sense of the thoughts of the death, and you will see that they are naturally, clearly, and empty, and have no trace behind any. There's a body, everything is, even though the atoms of the body must be left behind. Behind, maybe is the body even become like luminosity, a rainbow, or maybe there is something, but doesn't matter. There is no death for the insubstantially for the our self-cognizer, self-luminosity awareness. Awareness, there's someone's asked to me, for example, to understand this wisdom, you using awareness. Sometimes using awareness is a ripa, Ripa is like kind of the awareness. Then you normal like kind of this. I'm saying maybe normal the understanding of the mind, that is maybe cognizance, I don't know. And the awareness is like kind of a little bit more advantageous. Then it's like a kind of the Rigpa is more awareness, because Rig means to seeing, to catch, or to capture of the fundamental nature. This mind we call the Rigpa awareness. And then is the Yeshis, primordial wisdoms. That is also is the quoting the realized mind is to realize primordial fundamental nature. This cognizance we call the primordial wisdom. And by the looking into the essence of the awareness, you will see the great freedom from any basis of the birth or death. Wonderful. You will see the deathless and fundamental wisdom, and discover the great confidence that hold no fear of the death. Absolutely. Okay, we can just stop a little bit. Then juk